usually don't post 2 videos in a day, but I thought this was pretty ridiculous. 4 days ago, Fab Melo scores 15 points, 16 rebounds, and broke a D-League record with 14 blocks. Today, or tonight I should say, he drops 32 points, has 9 rebounds, and I guess he took it easy because he only had 9 blocks. Now the question is, should the Celtics look at Fab Melo and should they consider bringing him up? And my answer is yes. I mean, anytime you drop 32 points on a team, you're obviously doing something right. I mean, there's a lot of talk about him coming into the draft, that he didn't have, an offensive game, and I think, 15 points is pretty good, and then 32 is pretty amazing. Celtics obviously are not doing very well in the rebounding department. I mean, 16 is like crazy, and 9 is pretty good. Defensively, we're not doing very well. Obviously, I think we're like middle of the pack. We should definitely be, top 3 defensive team in the league. But 14 blocks, 9 blocks, that helps. The Celtics are very thin right now in the center position. Wilcox is going to be out for the next month. I think the Celtics just signed someone else from the D-League. Varnando, I think is how you pronounce it. KG slid back to the 4. Jason Collins is starting at the 5. I know the Celtics like to play Bass and Sullinger at the 5 at times, but they're not centers. Bass is very undersized. Bass is only like 6'8", 6'9". He's more of a power forward. Sullinger's nice, but he's only like 6'9". He's almost as tall as Jeff Green. Jeff Green's 3. So I think it's definitely time to take a look at Fab Melo. And I know Doc Rivers says, he's not ready, and I trust him. But I think you got to take a second look. I mean, behind Jason Collins, there's really no one to play the 5. You're right. You're 500 right now. There's not really any harm bringing up Fab Melo. Have him play a game or 2, and then just see where it goes from there. Now, I realize it's just the D-League and it's not NBA level talent, but last year the Celtics brought in Greg Steamsma, and he was Defensive Player of the Year for the D-League. He was fine. He actually contributed to the team a lot. He really helped out in the playoffs, and he was just a shot blocking machine. So I mean, Fab Melo, he can block shots, but I think he's also going to grab some rebounds, and he's going to score some points off of putbacks and stuff. So I think it's really going to help the Celtics. He doesn't have to start, but he can definitely play behind KG and Jason Collins. But of course, that's my opinion. I'd love to hear yours. My name's Kamal. This is Boston Sports Chat. Like, comment, subscribe. Do what you gotta do. Good night.
Judge me, so I'm gone. Either love me or leave me alone.